talk about why so many new and not so new coaches have imposter syndrome. Story time! Before I tell you about my mom in the story, in the Harvard Business Review, imposter syndrome is loosely defined as doubting your abilities and feeling like a fraud. It disproportionately affects high-achieving people who find it difficult to accept their accomplishments. I attended elite schools in Singapore, but I wouldn't say I'm high-achieving, especially compared to my peers, because I have zero interest in climbing any sort of ladder. In fact, the only ladder I climb regularly is this. Back to my story. When I was 10 years old, my mom and I were sitting side by side in the train and I was trying to lay my head on her shoulder, like what we normally did and what any close mother and daughter would do. As my head came down on her shoulder, she suddenly did this and just pushed me aside. I was really shocked and I couldn't get any reasonable reason for it at all. I tried means and ways to get her approval, but nothing seems to work. Good grades? Nope. Be good and quiet? Nope. No matter what I did, she just wouldn't hug me. It's only after 20 plus years that I realized the root of my imposter syndrome came from that rejection. Probably explains why I was a huge perfectionist. So fellow coaches, if you have imposter syndrome too, try thinking about any incidents in your childhood and forgive the person involved. Know that he or she was dealing with their own crap then and they didn't know any better. Trust me when I say it's not your fault. Hey, you are amazing, gorgeous, and more than enough. Oh yes, follow for more coaching business tips.